To do, 'cause I don't like you and I don't trust you, and I feel like I'm always to blame in this kind of situations where I'm the one that's outspoken. And don't tell me that I'm wrong. I know I'm the good one.
Well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Game 1. 2K Sports presents the playoffs of the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We've got the visiting team and the home team. And you take a look at this home team. Single game elimination format, and they hold the all-important home court advantage. Can they take advantage?
And a long season comes down to this. Two teams enter, only one will advance, but their work in the regular season has given them home court advantage, and that is a huge edge.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for the basket, starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
Buries it from three-point range.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He immediately mentioned that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report. He told me the key to stopping SGA is defending without fouling. Easier said than done, but try to keep him off the free throw line. And try, emphasis on try, to make Shai a jump shooter. A very tall task. All right?
Thank you, David.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so he hits both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to Bailey. To the paint. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
Down low. Porter, no luck. He Here's McCoy. And rebounded by McDaniels.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to McDaniel. Here's Bailey. Shoots over McDaniel. And the shot no good, a bit short. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Mobley with the block.
7 feet sneaking shots past Mr. Mobley is not easy. Send it back, Evan.
Back to Wilson. He takes it in.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Oh, great ball movement there.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Substitution for your home team, Anthony Edwards.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. They could use a bucket. Count the basket.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Out to the wing. Here's Bailey. Hasn't made one yet. No good with the layup. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Bailey. With the drive. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Kicks it out to Wilson. No good on the last second attempt there. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play.
The visiting team, 8.
And we return again with more playoff action from the Western Conference semifinal. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Dillingham with the bucket.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Here's Stokes. From past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. 11 points in the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Trains the three-pointer.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Pass to Abaji. Out to Brooks. Ball stolen. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Oh,
Goodness.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
there's the drive. It's good. Dillingham's got 6 in the quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Back to Harrington. Outside, Towns. No good on the triple. And here's Kispert from the arc. It's rebounded by Towns.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Inside. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Edwards got 8 points.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Dillingham, no good. For the 3. And they get it back. Here's the 3. Reed with the rebound. Now here's Kispert. He has yet to score.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Now Harrington. There's the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Harrington's got his first 3 points of the game.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
.137 left here in the second. Dillingham, no good. And here's Edwards from the arc. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. And here's Kispert from the arc. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Here's Dillingham. Stokes with the rebound. Pass to Harrington. Back to Edwards. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got 11 here in this quarter alone.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Brooks outside. Misses and the dry spell continues. And they're on the break. Pass to Towns. Outside for Harrington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First personal foul.
Clearly a foul.
First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Traps in the tray. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points in the game. To the left side wing. Pass to Edwards. Harrington with it. Puts up a 3. The shot comes out. Got it off in time. That one doesn't drop. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Delivering the blowout. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter. And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. the block.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And he stays with it. Here's McCoy. That three off the mark. Nick Daniels up top. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Bailey. It's good from long range. Bailey's got his second basket of the night.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they talked about at halftime, it's not working.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, that's using speed and quickness to combat size. By the time the defense reacts, it's far too late.
Personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Kispert. It's picked off. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Here's Dillingham. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And so here's the home team. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Mobley looking it over. Pass to McCoy. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a three. Reed with the rebound. On the wing, Brooks fires the three. And it's going to be out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Dillingham. Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Outside, Edwards takes the three, and no good. Pass to Dillingham. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul. Second
I'll
team.
tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
For three, Harrington. Reed with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine.
Over to the left wing. And the basket by Stokes. Stokes has got himself on the board with 3 there.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Here's Abaji. Here's Dillingham. No good from outside.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Stokes. From outside, off the mark. Here's Brooks. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And both free throws good for Brooks. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Pass to Wong. Now Towns. And no good that time.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
Dillingham wide open, and he fires. Good on the triple. Dillingham's got 4 points this quarter. Shot and game clock separated by 5. To the left wing. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. Agbaji can't get it to go.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
It'll count. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already.
The visiting team
Delivering the blowout. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And so here's the home team. Here's McCoy. To the middle. From deep. Doesn't go that time.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And here's Edwards from the arc. No good. To the inside. Back to McDaniel. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns.
First team foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Jaden McDaniels.
That free throw missing.
2 shots.
Good on the second free throw.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
Pass to Agbaji. It's stolen by Edwards. Here's Stokes. And he comes up with the deuce. Stokes has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's the defensive impact of Anthony Edwards, making the steal and setting up easy offense.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Agbaji. A 3-pointer is right on target.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the 3-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Inside. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Agbaji. Beyond the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now Dillingham. Edwards defending. Dillingham, no good. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
The big guy attacking the rim. The throwdowns are loud and emphatic.
Got a piece of it.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. .157 left in the fourth quarter. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Towns, no luck. Fires from deep. That shot is off.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Dillingham. And the three off target.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Driving in.
Boy, doesn't get any easier than that. What a size advantage, and just goes to work.
55 seconds left in the game. Here's Stokes. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And the basket by Harrington.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
For three, Kispert. And here is Harrington. It's deflected. Now here's McDaniel. Nice move. And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on. A big playoff win for them. But what isn't big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight. It's easy to get too keyed up for postseason basketball, but they kept their heads and just went about the business of winning.